doesn't work. Mine doesn't work as well, you know?
It'll work. Just can't do this.
Oh, you know what? I didn't have this on.
Oh.
And it's also set very dumb. Let's see here. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
That's better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that rolled off? Oh, it's the P90.
It's P90.
Oh, okay. That's fat.
I like that.
It's harder with a tremolo.
I was gonna say, it kind of works. Yeah. It's our horrible attempt at, that's free, isn't it?
I guess.
Yeah. You get that one for free.
Yeah, you got that one for free.
Game for the tones, staying for the wank. Wait, what kind of party is this? Bo said he likes to party. So what's everybody doing? It is Wednesday. Feeling good on a Wednesday. Yeah. Sean's back. I am also here. Luke is here running audio. Luke, say hi to everybody. Switch that camera to Luke. Oh, you're doing great.
Hi, everybody. I was waiting for Bo. And Bo's here, too.
I'm here, too.
And Smoking Bo.
Smoking Bo.
And this is Smoking Bo's new axe. So, I have no idea what that says on the top. Bo, tell me.
It says my mic on here? DW Custom Shops. My uncle out in Calgary is like a hobby builder, built that a few months back, closed down his shop. It's his last build. I just grabbed it.
This killer. The color is awesome.
Yeah,
it's
thanks,
like,
man.
It's like this interesting combination between like Daphne blue and like seafoam green, but not going to the green side, going more to the blue
is that
side.
like a coral or?
Oh yeah, he's got like
yeah. It's like 3 coats going on there.
almost like orange underneath it, hey? Yeah. Oh, and then like a metallic blue on the back. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that goodness. You see that? Plays great. I love the fat guy belly curve on the back. On the
It's like a jawbreaker.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's like, nice. That's what James Tyler should make a jawbreaker burst.
Yeah.
Or a jawbreaker.
Yep.
The breaker smear.
Vomit. Yeah. Jawbreaker vomit.
Yeah. Plays great. I'm so not used to P90s. They sound really good. Like,
how's it sound like? Oh, you had it backed off. Yeah. It sounds really good, actually.
Yeah, the P90 in the neck kind of drew me to that guitar, too. I'm a real sucker for that configuration.
Nice.
I don't actually know how to play it properly. Do you?
I don't either.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't play anything right. It's not how I roll. Yeah, it's a cool guitar.
What's everybody up to tonight? You'd love a Daphne Blue over Sunburst Strat. You know, I'm not a big fan of when they do this kind of thing. I do think this guitar looks good. I'm not just kissing Bo's ass because I never kiss Bo's ass, but yeah, of all the people in the shop.
I can attest to that. He never kisses my ass. Yeah.
No, I'm not. Are you a big fan of that? Like when they solid color over a burst and then it wears off and you get like a bit of the burst underneath?
It depends. It depends on how it's done. Yeah, it can look really cool, but sometimes I'm not into it at
I
all.
wish you guys could see Bo and Luke just like, yeah. It's awesome.
She looks cool.
Luke, your opinion doesn't matter, bud. What are we talking? Oh, Luke doesn't like Wolfgang's or any Van Halen guitars.
Yeah, that's
He thinks
rough,
Van
man.
Halen guitars are terrible. Can everybody here
Frankenstrat's cool.
Can everybody here tell Luke how horribly wrong he is?
Frankenstrat's cool.
You know
But
what?
the Wolfgangs.
Wolfgangs are.
No, thank you.
No bueno.
Did you see Andy Wood play in Amsterdam?
I saw that. Sounded
yeah.
amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
ahead
he
and
was
you
using
tell
that,
Andy Wood
that new dual SDE 3000
Yes.
thingy that Boss just put out.
Did you get one of
Sounded
those?
Amazing. Nah.
They're not going to send you on a demo? Hey, boss, if you're watching this, you are shit in the bed. Get Shawn to demo that pedal. Mostly because at one point or another, if Shawn demos it, I might buy it. So hey, boss.
It's a very cool idea. It's really
you don't
cool.
care for the meat? RJ, why are you even here then? No, I'm just kidding. You're welcome here. Luke's not.
I think I saw Keith Exel. What's going on there, Keith? Good to see you, man.
Yeah. What? Tim, come on. EVH Wolfgangs are terrible? Does that include the did you just say Ernie's balls? Yeah, does that include the Ernie ball? Or also does that include the PV Wolfgang?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. What'd I miss? What made Luke so happy?
Dude, everyone hates Wolfgangs on here.
Everyone's agreeing with me.
Wow. You guys you don't agree with Luke. Don't agree with him. It's going to be such a problem in the
You guys
future.
are egging him on.
Yeah.
What
Hey,
beer-
Yosef, how you doing, dude? They asked me about your amp today, Yosef, and I wasn't in the shop because I went to go get Shawn from the airport, and I will let them know. I think it should be shipping within a day or so for your amp, buddy. Nice. Sipping a beer. I haven't actually cracked a beer
Somebody
yet.
just asked me what beer I was drinking.
Yeah.
It's one I've never had.
Fort Gary.
Fort Gary Dark English
Yeah.
Mild Ale.
That's what Luke's into
Nice,
tonight.
That's what Luke's
so.
got going. It's good.
I, of course, have my trusty Waterloo Grapefruit Radler, or any other Grapefruit Radler is good. I had a really cool one while we were at Cosmo.
I know.
Not at Cosmo, that was like a guava,
Yeah.
guava lime or something
Yeah.
from them. It was really good, but we can't get it here in Manitoba because, well, things aren't as cool here. So, yeah. Although, you know what? This is like one of Shawn's only trips that he's been up here during like summer. Well, it's not technically summer yet, but it's summer weather here.
Yeah, when it hasn't just been ice
Yeah.
pick in your
Yeah.
eyeballs cold, like it's much nicer. I'm much happier.
What are you guys drinking tonight? Are you guys getting smoked out from wildfires? It actually just showed up yesterday. And it's not like crazy bad, but not like other places in the world that I've seen. And I don't think there's any fires in Manitoba, is there?
Not that I know of.
No. No one wants to come here and start them. So, and nobody wants to go in the woods here or anywhere where you would start them because there's like gargantuan mosquitoes that will eat you if you venture into the woods.
Yeah, they're like the size of pterodactyls.
What did you say?
And aliens.
And aliens. We're totally trying to freak Luke out with every conspiracy theory known to man. He's just like, can we just get 1 week? Like, or 1 month without something, guys. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm digging this guitar, Bo. Tell your uncle I approve. He doesn't give a rat's ass what I think, but tell him I approve.
I will, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I would have approved just based off how the neck feels. And the color would have been enough for me, but it sounds great.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like I doubt my uncle or anything, but I was like very surprised with how good it played and felt when I got it in, yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Man, I was almost mauling for the Lord this week. I just got asked whether or not I'm around on Sunday to play guitar at church, and I was like, I don't think I'm around, so.
You're welcome.
What's that?
You're welcome.
Why'd you bail?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Go to the cabin.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. So yeah. Nice. You could smell and see the smoky haze and berry a week or two ago. That's
So it's
crazy.
just all based on like just the wind stream and what's just patterns, right? It'll come and go. Because
Yeah, I
New
don't
York
know.
got clobbered, and now New York's okay. So it must just be wind stream like patterns and stuff.
I don't know. It was weird. The New York stuff looks like
Oh, God.
looks like it's orange. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I've never seen anything like that. Like we've had it here where it's like really grayed out, and then if it happens during like harvest time, sometimes you'll get kind of some of that from grain dust and smoke in the air. But I think wouldn't that be a good explanation for why it does that?
I think so.
What do you think, Bo? You're like, yes, I think that's correct. So yeah,
What amps are we playing through? D25s, direct,
yep.
straight into the old television set.
I got this British Garnet Bronco one that I'm playing. You know, the color makes a difference. Yours is black.
Yep.
Yours is less flashy.
Mine's less flashy.
Because you're less flashy of a player.
I'm a less flashy guy.
Yeah, that is 100% not true. Great to see you too, Sam. Thank you guys for coming and
Hey, Sam.
joining us. We didn't have like a huge plan here for what we were gonna do. I was just like, hey, Sammy's gone and Sean's here. So Luke, you're kicked off for the night.
Yup.
So you're back to running sound or video, whichever one Bo doesn't want to do. So
I don't know how to do either, so I'm comfortable with video, having done it one time now in my life.
nice.
No,
No, yeah, it's I like it. I like the guitar, dude. Anybody get any cool new stuff this last week?
What's that?
What was that? Like, if a cathode biased amp self biases, why do we have them biased by a tech?
You don't. Self-biasing amps are
Yeah, I don't know what cathode bias
unless
means.
yeah, I mean the bias can go. I mean you can definitely have something go wrong and it needs to get fixed. But
You guys take things to attack?
All the time.
I don't. It's bad. I gotta get on that.
Somebody just asked, generator 123 Sweetwater, but has been on back order. I don't know. Hey, Bo builds all the 120s. So did we not just build some for Sweetwater to send out like recently?
I definitely had the pro audio stuff that just went out. I think I just did a batch for Sweetwater though too. Yeah, like very
Yeah.
recently.
Should be very soon.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sweetwater, oh, Nicholas, thanks, man. We appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to try to back up. Okay, so for today's questions, the record that got me wanting to play the guitar was Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey soundtrack, especially the Kiss song, Yeah, God Gave Rock and Roll to You. Dude, I remember that. Was that the Bogus Journey or was that Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure for God Gave Rock and Roll to You? I don't remember. I thought it was Excellent Adventure, like the first one.
I think you're right.
I'm not sure, but dude, I completely agree. And like that for the longest time was, and probably still remains, my favorite Kiss song. So, you know, Kiss has some pretty like monstrous riffs. Kiss is like not Rush to me, but it like fits into that category of like, there's just something about it that I'm not sure why I don't love it, but that riff is awesome. Yeah.
yeah, something like that. Kiss, still, I think
It was Bogus Journey. Oh man. Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Look at this. Other people are like Excellent Adventure. Other people are Bogus Journey. Man. Yeah. So
RJ with Strutter, that's the best Kiss song. Strutter, for sure.
Okay. So for everybody, for like what Joseph is commenting about there, just so you guys know, we're giving away this Tilt Boost pedal that Shawn kindly autographed for us the next day or two. You got to join the Revv community, and then you know, you see that post there and comment whatever album made you want to play guitar. What made you want to play guitar? What album was it?
Well, you know, like my dad was always, you know, teaching me, you know, but it was probably
Austin.
yeah.
So good.
Still love that record.
Man, I will shamelessly admit that I think was it. Yeah, Metallica. Luke is super excited that Octopus Ears is saying Metallica and Justice for All. What's up, Jeff? I did. I'm trying to remember. Is it? Yeah. Is the album Look What the Cat Dragged In? Like Poison?
I don't know. I think
The first Poison record?
something like that. Yeah.
Dude, I loved CC DeVille so much and loved Poison. So I think it was that, and I saw, and actually it's the reason that I wanted a Gretsch. There was a music video, I don't remember what song it was for, but CC DeVille was playing like a big orange Gretsch, and I was like, that guitar's badass. And like, that's what made me want a Gretsch, which is not not at all the tone you think of when you think of a Gretsch.
No, CC DeVille's great. He reminds me of like a really, really pissed off Chuck Berry. Like
Yeah.
if Chuck Berry played with more gain and did some crazier stuff,
Yep.
it'd be CC DeVille.
Yep. So yeah, that was the one for me. So if you guys are gonna comment that, like, make sure you go to the Revv community on Facebook to do it, because that's where the contest is. Because then I gotta sort through them because Sammy's on tour right now. I'll have to sort through them tomorrow while Shawn and Dan are working. So yeah.
Kiss Mr. Speed. Day Tripper.
Oh yeah. I know 5440. We could have seen 5440 at the old Cosmo Fest
that's right,
like
we
a week and a
bailed.
bit ago, but the band right before them, sorry, I don't know who you are, but your mix was horrible. And there was so much top end that we were like, gotta bail. This is how front of house is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ain't gonna happen.
Yep.
David Lee Roth, Skyscraper. Nice. Metallica, Ride the Lightning. Luke is so excited right now. Luke, you didn't start playing guitar because of Metallica, though. Who did you start playing guitar because of? Your Uncle Derek. Oh, thanks, Luke.
I was gonna say, you and my dad.
My badass uncle that played guitar.
Yeah, it was actually Threadline and Grail.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody asked what the amp above me between the Friedman and the... Wait, can you scroll back up a bit there, Bocephus?
That's probably the Karstens, right?
There's something about, like, what was the amp above my head?
Yeah, I saw that.
Between Friedman and... There you go. The Marshall and the Friedman.
Oh, the 50, the prototype.
And the Marshall and the Friedman.
Oh, up there?
The strapped one.
Yeah, that's a prototype of a 50-watt head that'll never see the light of day. But I have it.
Yep.
What's this? They're closing and everything is 40% off? Who's that?
Fox pedals.
Fox Pedals is closing?
I guess.
Really? I just got a pedal from them, I think.
you did, yeah.
Wasn't that octave pedal I got to mess with? Yeah, isn't that Octron Fox Pedals?
I think so. That's a drag.
What's up, Dave? What's up, Anthony? Oh yeah, do us a favor and smash that like button. I'm terrible at all the social media things. If you guys are trying to win the pedal, make sure you go to the Revv Amplification community on Facebook, find the post with Sean's picture and that thing on it, and post a comment about what was the album or the band, either one, that made you want to play the guitar. So, oh yeah, nice. Joy, you got a Strymon Flint. Took me a long time to get into the Flint. Not as in to get into like playing it once I got it, but like to give it a shot. Because I had the Timeline and I had the Big Sky and the Mobius, and I was like, I don't need that. I don't play with Strym anyway. And then Sean kept bringing one to like
Everything.
Hey, what's up, Doug? Yeah, dude, Doug, I don't know if you were here like 30 seconds ago, but my nephew just commented about like his favorite, or the reason that he started playing was Threadline. And Doug used to play in this band called the Rippers. The Rippers are still around, but they're different now. But there's this kick-ass pop-punk band back in the day. Now they're more like, what did you call them? You've played with Americana?
Love the Rippers, dude.
Yeah.
So good.
Dude, you have to hear the old Rippers, though. Like, nothing against the new Rippers.
No, I know the old Rippers, man. Yeah. I love those boys.
I don't think you know the old Rippers.
How old are we talking?
Like I'm old, man. Like 20 years ago.
Okay. Like, I know like their stuff from like the early 2000s and stuff. I've been following them for, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Fox Rocks, not Fox Pedals. Okay, I don't know who Fox Pedals are, but I bet you they're great and buy some. Doug, the old rippers is the only rippers. Dude, Dan Thomas is gonna whoop your ass if he hears you saying that. God Gave Rock and Roll to You was by Ardent. The version by Kiss was a cover, but still cool. Yeah, I heard the old one too, but the Kiss one is better. I don't know. You're like, eh. Yeah. So what else is going on? So Shawn's here. I can see that you have a screen you would like me to read off of that says Gearfest coming soon to a theater near you.
I was just saying, if you're wondering what we should talk about, it's right there. Yeah.
So, so the I have not said anything about the deluxe reverb. Actually, this is a great segue. Thanks, Anthony. Speaking of our good buddy Dan Thomas, who is now one of the guitar players in the newer version of the Rippers, I picked this up from him, 1964 deluxe reverb. So, yeah. I would like to tell you that I've plugged it in and played it. I haven't yet. And I'm not going to do that right now because we don't have any mics for you guys to be able to hear it.
I think you should plug it in exactly how it's styled right now, especially this.
Yes.
And just see what
just
happens.
cranked.
And then we can use the labs.
Yes, and then die.
Yeah.
Yeah, then there are no more ears.
Yeah.
D25 via Long McQuaid, guys. Yep. There's 13 or 14 of them sitting
I
packed
just
up.
spent all day packing up Long
Yep.
McQuaid.
So
amps.
they are
So-
leaving here like within the day. Within a day or two. Sam, we were literally just at Cosmo
just
Music. And kind of did, not a clinic.
I didn't do a clinic.
If I played with my Johnson yet. I haven't, but I did get the volume pot fixed today by our lovely friend Bruce Jacobs, who said to say hi to you, Shawn.
Oh, hey, Bruce.
So,
yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I don't do clinics, man. It would only take me like 15 minutes to teach somebody everything I know. I don't think it's worth the money.
He's lying. Oh, any chance of another EP from you?
From me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
good.
nice. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Nice.
When? Like next week?
No.
Okay.
No,
2 weeks.
there are catalysts in my life, individuals that are constantly on me about it, and I will eventually capitulate. And I need to do it. I just need to do it for me. I think the story I got going in my head is you can't make any money doing a record, so why would you do it? And that's not a good way to live your life. So I need to do it for me. So I will eventually just do it for me and not worry about whether or not it's profitable and all that stuff.
I think we just have to find a way to make it profitable for Shawn. Yeah. Hey, John, what's going on, man? I need to give you a call. It's John from Eclipse Music.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. Killer Shop in St.
That's a
Paul.
really cool
Best
shop.
pedals. Best
Yeah.
pedals. That's where we got that. What was that pedal called that we were playing with? The bar something?
What the?
The Ranger effects.
The mini bar.
The mini bar.
Yeah.
It didn't work as good as I thought it would. It was a good try, though, boys. It was a
Well,
good
I think
try.
we ruined it with the ketchup and everything. Yeah.
Oh, it told us
It
to
was a
try
cool
catch up,
idea. It
but
did.
it sucked, man. I sucked playing that pedal.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, my pedal board is definitely pretty borked right now, so I got to fix that, and I have an infinite amount of time. So, hey, what's up, Perfecto? Sign you up for. We're gonna see Perfecto next week. Gearfest next week.
Oh, right on.
We can segue into that.
Yeah.
Are you guys into Sweetwater's Gearfest thing? They're doing like the online Gearfest online next week, and Shawn and I are headed out to the old Fort Wayne, Indiana.
So do we?
They want you to play this blue
That
tone.
one? Do they? How does it work for us though? We won't be part of the online.
I signed you up for everything.
We won't be part of the online thing, right? We're more of the YouTubers, but not the retail is the online thing, right?
I just want to mention here, that's my uncle that asked Shawn to play that guitar.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that built it, yeah.
Nice. Hey, Bo's uncle. Nice guitar, dude.
Yeah.
Like it. I know you don't care what I think. You care what Shawn thinks, but you know. But hey, thanks. Thanks for asking me to play it. Oh, that's real Tilly riffs.
I like it. Nice guitar, man.
Okay, so there was, the gold DGT is amazing. The new SEs are pretty good too, but this one in particular is like, this.
Which pickups are in it?
The ones that are in it.
Yeah. They balance out really nice.
Yeah, I could answer, but I'm sure he's gonna probably get back here. But they're local to Calgary. It's a Calgary builder.
Okay.
They're called Ashcan pickups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's really balanced.
Hey Jay, yeah, dude, sorry, or Jake, sorry to hear that. I think your switches are scheduled to go out with DHL tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll get that sorted out with you there, bud. Keith, yeah, man, I really liked it when GearFest was an open to the public event. I very much prefer the open to the public events over just straight up like us and 30 YouTubers or influencers. Like when they opened NAMM to the public this year, I was like, hell yeah, let's do this. Because it's way more fun.
It is funner, yeah.
Yeah, like, it was the most funnest.
The funnest-ist.
The most funniest.
It's the funnest-ist.
Yeah, it was. Like, Cosmo Fest was a blast for that. Yeah, so it, the online thing, like, it's cool. We have some fun things planned for it that, you know, I think is going to be a lot of fun. Fun things that'll be fun.
Yeah, funner things that'll be funnest.
Yeah. To quote Ben Eller, there's going to be nice things, and I like nice things. So.
This guitar feels resonant too.
Oh, Doug, thanks, man. Dave Grissom was pretty awesome at his Cosmo Clinic.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I didn't.
He's one of my faves. He's a great player and a super nice guy.
I bet if you saw. You want to show us with Davies knobs? What are Davies knobs?
What? Somebody look up Davies. I don't even. No, don't look up Davies.
No,
knobs,
I don't know what
'cause
that. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't Google search
Yeah,
Davies knob. Facebook group. What about the Facebook group? You want me to tell people to go to the Facebook group, Luke?
Or just post it in there.
What? Oh.
The Davies knobs.
Yeah, go post that in the Revv application. There. It took me this long to trip over my words. Post it in the Revv community group on Facebook, and then we can check it out after the live streams.
To be fair, Luke did spell it Phrasebook, so you're totally fair.
No, I'm drinking a. Well, no, Shawn does have a solo cup.
That's got a little bit of bourbon in it.
I have one on the back of my amp, on top of an amp where it's not supposed to be, full of water. Perfecto, how about funny things at the fun booth? Yes. Perfecto's got a pedal for me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I think it's a dirt pedal, but I'm not sure. This DGT is. You know what's the best about this is that like we've had this out on the stand lots because it gets used a lot, less on live streams and more just mucking around, right? And this guitar is still perfectly set up. Like
Yeah, it's I picked it up too. I was like, wow, it's not budged. And remarkably, it doesn't have a ding in it yet.
Yeah, don't jinx it. Yeah, words are hard. Yeah, the English language is terrible. How'd you do that? How'd you do that?
It's kind of a Paisley thing.
Yeah.
Just like that.
It's like the same. Like, hey, the switch isn't up here; it's back here. And then the pickups. Oh, come on. Did you have this wired backwards?
Nope, this way it's always been.
Is it normal for PRS though? Like that the bridge is this?
Yes, that's what Dave. Yeah.
Is that just on his though versus?
No, it's on all of them. Anything that's a DGT.
Yeah, on Dave's.
Only on
So-
Dave's
yeah,
guitars.
'cause I was gonna say on the-
not on the. Yeah, because that's what he rolls back the most. Like he doesn't roll off the neck position as much. So.
Who's going to be? Oh, yeah, that's a great question. Jeremy asked, who's going to be at the Nashville Gear pop-up? Missed the last couple of years, so I'm really looking forward to it. Shawn will be there. I will not.
Those have happened before?
I wonder if he's
pop-up
thinking
Nashville?
about the
Gear and Beer maybe.
Gear and Beer
Yeah,
or
'cause-
the what's the other one called? Remember they used to have the Nashville Music Gear Expo at the Preston Hotel?
Yeah.
The fancy
Yeah,
Preston.
because I think this is a first for the gear pop-up thing. I could be wrong, but I think it's a first.
It's the first hosted by Novo.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
I mean, a lot of great guys there, like Morgan and Third Power's going to be there.
Nice.
Delana's there. Who else is going? We got the XTS boys. Of course, Revv.
Mythos.
Mythos is there. Zach is awesome. Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah.
Beer and catering and I think there's some live music happening too.
Yeah. These guys are tripping me out. They're flipping through this screen on here like I'm supposed to read something
Oh,
that's just
hey.
going. What's the name of the Revv Facebook group? It's called Revv Amplification Community.
Yeah.
Because we got nothing left on this PowerPoint.
Smash like plus group reminder, comma, let's get some more pals in here.
Oh, hey, Bods, what's going on there?
Straight from Sam.
Does Boss do those things? Not that one. I think just because that one's invite only by Novo Guitars is I think they're the ones kind of heading the whole thing up. So yeah. What's this? I just said that. But yeah, do you want to just paste it into there? Like find the Facebook link and. This guitar sounds very nice.
Summer now. Oh, thank you, Jake. That's really nice of you.
Oh, Chris, how's it going, dude?
Oh, Chris, what's going on, man? He just took delivery of a. Man, it sounds great. He was playing it through. He was playing it through his Marshall cab. Chris, what speaks are in that thing?
If you say greenbacks, I'm gonna die.
I don't think it's what's in there, Chris.
I hate greenbacks.
It sounded so good through that cab. It was
Really?
crazy good through that cab. Yeah.
Nice.
Just say greenbacks, Chris, just to set him off.
I think that what's his name? Chris Justice there. Yeah, our good buddy Chris. He's gonna go with you to that pop-up thing, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Nice. We need a gear thing here in Detroit. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm gonna be in Detroit on Tuesday for 30 seconds as I exit the plane and drive straight to
Marshall branded 65s, 1979 cab.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hate greenbacks. I don't know why. It's probably like everything that I just don't know how to actually play them or how to dial things in. But like I have one of those 1960A / Marshall cabinets somewhere. It's not here, or it is. I don't know if it's here. It's somewhere. And man, I hate that cabinet. I think it sounds like complete ass.
I want to play that Gretsch.
Yeah. That is a nice. Oh, look! Listen to that. What are you guys drinking tonight? Bo's cracking open trusty on brand PBR for.
I'm nothing if not on brand, dude. Yeah.
You and Luke, I bought those. Did you get the tall boy one too? Because I bought like 2 tall boys. Oh, I bought 2 tall boys before I bought the case, and I was like, oh yeah, I should just buy a case of this, not. Yeah. And I'm like, Luke will be into this. Yeah, that guitar's.
Hey man, is this thing in tune?
Oh jeez.
Perfect.
You're kidding.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did you really?
I broke the B string when I got the volume pot fixed today.
I'll fix it right.
You're gonna fix her?
Man, who tunes a Gretsch up a half step?
No, that's just the temperature or the.
Yeah, that's the Winnipeg weather
That's
for
the
you,
Winnipeg
man.
weather doing
Wow.
that. Yeah. So, JCM 900. Dude, I hate the JCM 900 so much. Although, did you guys see the thing about Nuno saying that that's what he uses is JCM 900s?
I've heard guys make him sound great. I can't make him sound like anything but terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Moosehead pale ale and shots of Buffalo Trace. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Buffalo
I'm not
Trace
using that for a minute.
Chasers? Yeah.
5 minutes.
Water. They're reissued.
Oh.
Did it go?
No, I dropped my pick.
Oh. I promise for all of you that are trying to join the Revv community too right now that I will.
I commented twice and it didn't go through.
Oh, it didn't? Why didn't it do that?
Who knows? I can try again.
Yeah. Oh, Nuno uses the JCM 2000. That's even worse. Like, way worse. That's a nice guitar. Shawn convinced me to buy that guitar. I just wanted a Gretsch orange guitar. I didn't want a White Falcon, but I was like, yeah, you know, the White Falcon looks cool. And I bought it for no other reason than it looks cool because I'm a loser.
Looks killer.
So Shawn was like, no, you need to get a Falcon. Yeah, Doug, I have an 800. Can you see it? Where is it? I don't know. I don't know where my 800 went. I had one. Did somebody steal it?
Did you sell it?
Nope.
Probably underneath like 15 amps that are back there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. It's behind 25 there.
What's that? What's that? Oh yeah, it's on the floor back here. So there's a bunch of stuff on the floor back here. Nice. Look at that, Tyler O'Brien to Revv.
Oh, sweet. Yep.
At Big Rec with yeah.
That
Anybody
was an
checking
insane
out the Big
show.
Rec shows right now that are happening in the States? Because
I saw the one at Underground. It
Yeah.
was sick. Chris and Ian both just sounded amazing. Those tones were just so good.
yes,
Yikes,
they're
it
so
was
good.
Yeah.
Send a link for tonight's YouTube. Anybody ever tried to check their blackjack? That seems like something you might know about, Shawn. I don't know what that is.
Is it like a hollow body guitar, Joseph?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to let some of you guys into the community. Yeah. Burn back time. So you guys have worked with modeler companies getting your name out there in that community. Any thoughts on maybe working with Synergy? 100%. We're just, you know, we got to find the time where both Synergy has time, or Boutique Amps has time to work on that, and that we do at the same time. And so far, that has been the kicker that has not lined up. But we told them that we would be into doing it, so yeah. You wish you could lose an amp in a room full of amps. Dude, there's too many amps in here. And I know that sounds like such a dick thing to say, but there legit is too many amps in here. And yeah, I mean, I'm very happy about it. It's, yeah, it's a good problem to have. Man, I can't see. I don't know how to use my phone and Facebook anymore. I don't know how to approve these people joining this community. It's not just showing it to me. They should. I don't know why it doesn't. So, favorite cable company.
Manny.
Yeah. Mogami and Manny.
Yeah.
Manny's Mogami cabling. Manani. Yeah, I use, what are these things called? These are Digiflex, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Digiflex, we have these ones now that, like, of course I'm not using one, I'm using one. We made a bunch of our own. Shawn's got one, but they're the ones that have, like, the kill switch or whatever, or, like, that they, like, it'll mute, like,
Yeah.
so that didn't work at all.
What?
Yeah, so much for that.
Well, that's not good. That's
Is it borked? Is it, like, stuck?
maybe. That's not
Screw
me.
that. Digiflex cables that have the kill switch thing are bullshit. No, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but that's what it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be quiet.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not working the way that it's supposed to.
What was that
So-
question? There was a long question.
It's a good thing he's got it scrolled up there.
Yeah, go up a little bit.
Which one?
That
there you
one
go.
from Garrett. Is it Garrett? Hey, Shawn, you're the perfect person to ask this. Trying to get some good low gain breakup sounds out of the clean channel of my G20, I figure. So, yeah. So the thing with the G20 is it's definitely more of what I would consider like a little bit more modern clean, whereas like the D20 breaks up a little bit differently. Like if you hit the D20, It'll break up maybe a little bit sweeter, whereas the G20 actually will have a little bit more headroom, and the way it breaks up can be perceived as maybe a little bit harsh. I would definitely try pedals along the line of like my tilt overdrive. I would say like mine is not a blues breaker circuit, but any like blues breaker circuit would work. Yeah, try anything like that. A Klon would be okay. A Klon might be a little too barky, but you could try that. But definitely like the tilt, yeah, you could turn the volume hotter on it, treb and bass down, and gain kind of medium, and it would probably work really well.
Nice.
A King of Tone, Duke of Tone, anything along those lines would sound cool.
I would. Yeah. I would. There you go. Everybody who just tried to join the community, you can now go in and comment for a chance to win the pedal. Man, I would hit the wide switch.
Definitely have the wide switch on.
Hit the wide switch, and then, crank the preamp a bit. And
not too much. Well, he
Yeah.
was wanting to like, what pedal in front of that. So
oh, you wanted to know about pedal? Okay.
yeah, along those
I
lines.
thought he was just asking about like which.
No, he was saying should he be looking at something like the
Ah.
tilt overdrive?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
You should. Luke, let's see. Are we gonna break another string as we try to go up?
Shawn, favorite Revv amp? Honestly, right now, there's one we're working on that probably is going to be my favorite. But I lean into the D20 and the D25.
Bod. Gen 740 Mark II.
And I do love my Gen 740, but here's the thing with that is I love the green channel.
None left.
There's none left.
I just got told by
Dan?
by Scotty Craker that there's 2 that are on order, and that's it.
And that's it. Wow.
Yep. No more.
Gen 740, what I love the most is the green channel.
Yep.
Sounds killer. I do
What's
like
the new
my
amp that you're working on that you think will rival it, or that you'll
For
love
me?
more? Yeah.
The 40.
The D40. Nice. That's what Sean's doing here, in case anybody wonders why he's here. So we're working on finishing up a couple things. After NAMM, we got some feedback from some people, and we played kind of the NAMM versions that, like we had 2 different versions of the D40 at NAMM, and we're finishing that up so that it can get out and we can get the new Dynamouse out. So this guitar is way out of tune. Yeah. So D20 is my dream amp. Yeah. It's a good little amp, man. That's still like when I play at church. I run a pair of those in stereo. Luke runs the G20.
Yep.
I run the Ds. I like the D. Yeah, the D40.
You know what's crazy about this guitar is like it changes your angle just enough that like the sweeps, because I'm at a different angle, it's kind of tripping me out.
I can't do
I
that.
was gonna say I don't know how to do sweep, Sean, so it doesn't do that for me.
I need to just practice more, because
You're waiting.
that shouldn't be throwing me off, but it is.
You have to join the Facebook group.
Always blame the guitar, people.
Yeah, if you join
Always.
the Facebook group, you can post. So, yes. And if you go to join the Facebook group, I just added a bunch of people. So if you go to join it, I'll check my computer again in a minute. So
It's back.
So Bruce did this for me.
Oh, so you can split on the... Wasn't it only the trap side that split?
Yeah, there's a split here
Yeah,
to split the
so-
coil, but this
Oh, that
makes,
was only... Oh,
makes this always on. So now you get
nicely done, Bruce. Yep. Yeah, so it's front. So now it's like no matter what position you're in, the neck is always on.
yeah. So you get he's like that way when you're in the first position, you get
Yeah.
lots
Yep.
of
Slick.
teletones.
Yep.
What do you guys think? From there to man, it's you guys like it, Luke?
Oh man. Fragile,
quite.
yes, I could never play that.
I wonder why it's a tune all the time.
What's that?
I wonder why it's a tune all the time.
That's my hands.
Oh yeah.
Can't fix that, bud. Born with what you're born with. There's my sweeps. Hey, Shawn, do you notice the D20 has a sort of fizz, sizzle sound that chords notes decay once a fair amount of gain is engaged?
You mean via like an overdrive pedal, or when you just dime the thing? Because that circuit will, depending on how you dial it, it can get a little bit kind of fizzy. It's more of kind of an American-based circuit. So, you know, take like a Princeton or a deluxe reverb or whatever. If you do like turn it way up, it just depends on, I guess I would need more information, but it shouldn't be like overly fizzy, but you would have to dial it that way. Like knowing, okay, if I'm going to turn gain up, I'm going to turn bass down and mids up, and I'm going to adjust treble accordingly. I think the biggest, I shouldn't call it a mistake, but what I see a lot of players do is they crank the gain, and then and all of a sudden it's too boomy, but instead of just turning the bass way down, they'll turn the treble way up, which creates quite a bit of fizz. And you know, you do that with Marshalls, you do that with like an old Bassman. It's for me, it's like almost second nature. If I turn the gain up on anything, it depends. Like if it's a more modern amp, it's different. But for the most part, I will habitually, if I turn the gain up, I will turn the bass down first, and then listen to my treble and mids.
Right. Favorite speakers? We know Derek hates greenbacks. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's still a Celestion V30 and a probably Creamback 75. Those are the two. 65 is cool too.
It's a toss-up for me. So,
oh, I must say though, I do like the Eminence CV75. That's
Okay.
a really good sounding speaker.
so I would go with Vintage 30 or Creamback. Probably the Creamback 75 over the Vintage 30. But I also really like the WGS ET90 for a Creamback style speaker. I know you find it kind of honky.
I don't like
like-
it on the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the ET90, and I really like the combination of WGS's Veteran 30 and ET90, and that's what we used to use in our cabs there. Fantastic.
Is there a definitive delay pedal for me? No, actually. I tend to use delays for what I need them to do. So if I need a Memory Man thing, I'm really, really impressed with the Clockworks, the Rocket Pedals Clockworks, because the preamp is stellar. It's about as close as you're going to get to a Memory Man. I tend to lean into just straight up digital delays. That's why I'm always using the Strymon Timeline. Because all I want is a digital delay that I can kind of make a little bit darker. Other than that, if I need something else, then I'm going to look for something else. If I need like a Benson thing, or like an Echo Rec or a tape delay, it's like I'll just use something else. Like the El Capistan's killer for that, but that's not the delay I would turn on all the time. So I don't really have like for me, it's like whatever works is what works. I know that sounds kind of silly, but yeah, I don't have like go get this, delay. It's like they're all, if you need Echoplex, then find something that does that. But like I said, like with Echoplexes, Memory Mans, a lot of that great sound is in the preamp of those delays,
It's interesting that I don't like greenbacks. I don't know. I don't think the generator sounds good with greenbacks, and that's mainly what I've played with it. And even my Marshalls that I have, playing them through like mixed cabinets of like 2 greenbacks and 2 V30s, to me still they sound better than any time I've seen greenbacks.
I like greenbacks. They're the only way I can describe it is they're a bit papery sounding.
Yeah.
But my world revolves around how things sound on the mic, So sometimes like greenbacks can sound amazing. It just depends on what you're doing with them,
I was just about to say, Daniel, I also really like that Source Audio Collider that we got. I just haven't had time to figure it out properly, and we sent it down to, it was at Cosmo Fest with us on one of the boards. So yeah, like Garrett just asked if you've ever tried the Source Audio stuff, said the Nemesis rivals the Timeline.
Yeah, oh yeah, the source audio stuff is killer. I think my only complaint about the Source Audio stuff, and it's really not, it's not immediately intuitive. Like for me, I like to just dial things really quick and not have to figure stuff out. And I found, especially with the Collider, that I got confused. Like, why can't I just turn this off?
Yeah.
And I'm not slagging on it, nothing. I'm just saying I would have to read the manual. But Source Audio, yeah, killing sounding stuff.
Dude, out of all the Strymons, if you're not going to buy the Timeline, I would buy the El Cap.
The El Cap's great.
For, like, I don't like, I have the Brigadier and I can't stand it. I've had so many problems getting it to sound decent.
You have to like that sound. The nice thing about the El Cap is if you can make it so the tape isn't aged sounding, like you can turn the wobble off, and if you just want it to be kind of more straight ahead sounding, it'll do it, you know?
I don't know how to say that. Raised rich, I guess. Raised rich, not. The new Line 6 DL4, I'm sure it is, man. I loved the original DL4 that I had until somebody borrowed it from the shop and didn't return it. So if you're watching here tonight and you worked at the shop at any time, you got a green Line 6 DL4 Mark 1. I'd really appreciate it if you brought it back there, bud. It'd be really great. Or if I ever lent it to you, it's most likely that I lent it because I used to, whenever anyone would ask, I'd be like, yeah, sure, you can borrow that. And then quickly, a lot of my stuff grew legs and never came back. And I was like, I got to stop lending stuff out without having like a checkout, like a sign-out sheet that it's like, yes, you can borrow that. Please bring it back.
Man, I used a DL40 or a DL4 a ton when I first started touring with Carrie. It was great.
Jacob, you know what? It's hard. The
Carbon copy's
carbon
great.
copy is hard to beat. I traded one of the dudes at MXR. He wanted a couple of our pedals, so I traded him for a Ducatone, and he gave me the Carbon Copy Deluxe. And then I also got the Fat Sugar and Super Badass or something like that from him. The Carbon Copy is still hands down the best, in my opinion, hands down the best, like just analog delay. I like the Avalanche runs from Earthquaker devices that we're using. I mean, nobody builds stuff that isn't good. You know what I mean? Like, but these are pretty easy to use, and I like how they don't color like.
Well, I mean, that's
crazy.
a good example. Like, for me, if I just want that darker, it's a straight ahead, you know. I just darkened it up a little bit, you know. If I need it a little bit brighter, then
What's up, Nick?
have it stick out a little more, you know. But yeah, that delay sounds fine. But that's kind of the same thing where it's like I just need a digital delay with a tone control, and I'm happy, you know.
Yes. I just needed simple. I liked the Timeline because it was cool when it came out, and I bought it long before everyone, and before all of y'all thought it was cool. I bought one.
I thought I saw somebody mention the memory lane stuff. Those are great. Didn't they just come out with a new one? Like a dual.
Yeah. Well, because Diamond is back, right?
Yeah. That stuff's really good too.
Oh, nice, Mike. You got the new EVH thing? Yeah, I want to try it. I just have no time. And I want to find a way to get one for not expensive.
So the EVH one it has like Eddie's presets in it, right? And then there's one that's the same thing, but it just doesn't have Eddie's like algorithms in it or presets.
Gretches need the pickguard. I have to say that. I think if you took the
yeah,
Falcon pickguard off there, Hoog, you don't even know what you're talking about right now. But
love you, Hoogie.
Yeah,
I do.
miss
But
you. And for whoever who I can't see their name now, can you scroll up just a hair? Yeah, this Nick Johnson is without a doubt my favorite guitar. Somebody dinged this one though, eh? What happened? Got a little.
It was Luke. It was Luke. It wasn't me.
You dinged the neck on this, there, bud. What's going on?
that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
You know what? I will say,
It wasn't
thank
me.
you for being in the way of the microphone here. I will say, I did notice last week that there was a ding in it, and I told Sam about it.
Oh man.
So- it wasn't me.
JHS Panther Cub. That's a good one. What's that pedal based on? I know that pedal's based on something. Sessions with Jeff.
Shout out to Bruce for making this thing cool. Nick Rice, who's in the comments here, could tell you guys about every delay pedal that's cool. Nick's like a killer worship guitar player, and he's going to know literally every great delay pedal on the market. You just said you are too. Thanks.
I wonder if that if we need to look at the 12AX7 in Angel Fox's amp.
Oh, scroll back up for a second there so I can read that.
Could be a 12AX7.
Yes,
if
this
it's-
is the USA Nick Johnson.
if
I
that's-
had them. So Michael from Schecter wanted one of our amps, so I traded him for this for a 120. And I just said I really want the HSS Nick Johnson, but I don't like the colors because I'm like one of the only guitar players on the planet that hates seafoam green guitars. I just can't get into it. Seafoam green and shell pink are my two that I'm like, I don't understand everybody's obsession with these two colors. Those are your two favorites, Luke? Nice. Yeah. So it's because I'm old. That's all it is. Yeah. So, yeah. So I asked them to do, I originally wanted it like black body, white pickguard like Clapton. And he's like, can't do it. I can do white with black.
So
and I'm
like
like
that.
how can you not? Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm like, how can you not do just black? So.
What's that say? AVH version has extra output jack for wet cab, dry cab or something? I can't see it.
Okay, scroll down over here.
There we go. Oh, center out. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Because back when I was a crazy kid with a dream, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, guys were using 2 of those SDE 3000s and like routing them.
What's up, Damon? Hey, Mark, Darryl, dude, no. Daphne blue is like the best color for Strats. One of the best. I love. I have one of the Tom DeLonge Strats, the Daphne blue. It's so good. Yeah, I like that thought. I like that thought. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, man, we got lots of people watching here, so maybe we should get you guys to vote. What do you guys think? Pickguards on Les Pauls? No pickguards.
Oh, God.
Come on. This is the age-old debate that I'm winning. No pickguards. Come on now. Best tips for learning the fretboard. Yeah.
Huh?
Best tips for learning the fretboard.
Well, there's okay, well, you got a bunch of speed bumps from here to here. And the thing to do is once you get around here, you start counting. And then it's speed bump, speed bump, speed bump, speed bump, speed bump, till you get about right here. And those are the dusty speed bumps. And then you just kind of, you know, because they go this way and this way. Well, no, they only go this way. Now, learning the fretboard is, see, that's really tough for me because I never did any exercises. I guess, you know.
You're one of those assholes who just played the guitar, aren't you?
No, I mean.
Like, I just sat down and instantly I played like this. What, you don't?
Yeah, it's a tough one. For me, it's like I think shapes.
Dude, Dave's got a great line there. Go scroll back up.
But there's all kinds of, there's guys that are so good at teaching that. I'm terrible at it.
There's no money past the first 3 speed bumps.
That's the truth, man.
Somebody else had a great line about that, and I can't remember what it was.
It's usually no money past the 5th fret.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you can't make money past the 5th fret. Yep. But yeah, learning it's a matter of just studying. It's funny, I used to work with a guy all the time in LA. He's a really great keyboard player, producer named John Schreiner. And he knew the fretboard better than me.
Yeah.
And he would literally be like, hey fella, can you, instead of playing it like this, can you give me this shape? And he would show me like, this is the tonality I want, or he would show it here or here. Like he knew the fretboard, but he literally drew a fretboard and memorized everything as a grid.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't know. I know there's exercises that you can do where you know the fretboard. I mean, the best thing, what I did used to do, and I should do more often, is just thinking of just doing things like unities, you know, as quick as I can do them, you know, just wherever,
right?
You know, because you know, the thing I've been working on lately is trying to play this way across the fretboard instead of.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but that's a big one. I've seen Tom Book. Actually, watch what Uncle Larry does. Uncle Larry's got crazy things that he does where he plays the chords really quick, like
Yep.
all the different shapes across the fretboard, like just learning the chord shapes. Like he's crazy fast at it.
Yeah.
I mean, the more you do things like that, the more everything just starts to click and you start to see the whole puzzle. But for me, it's like, I don't know, I just jump out of the plane and pull the parachute and hope I stick
Yeah.
the landing.
Back when I actually like was trying to learn how to like either play more leads or write solos, I just learned like every like I learned the major scale in every position, right? But I have that exact problem and have had that for like the entire time that I played in a band. I had that issue where like you learn you learn it in each position, but then
Right.
I couldn't move between them very well.
Right. Yeah.
I trip all over myself. And it wasn't until long after I was involved with Revv where I did get to the point where like I'm just sitting down, like in the early days when it was literally like Dan building at home, amp would come, I would put it in a head shell with like either my brother Kurt or with Colin or maybe Scotty, right? And then I'd have to sit down and play test every amp afterwards just to make sure that during final assembly, nothing went wrong, right? And it wasn't until I started doing that I was like where I started to learn how to move through at least a couple of different shapes. And then I learned a couple of runs that I could do that would move through like, you know, maybe like 3 different shapes. But I still, if you ask me to play a scale all the way up or down on one string, I'll do it, but I'll hunt and peck it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm gonna move way slower.
Yeah.
And that's always been the hardest thing. I always called this vertical playing, because to me I was looking at vertical playing, and
Yep.
horizontal playing I could not do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. I mean, those are still my, you know. That's me going.
Yep.
That's the only.
Yep.
And then I would just alter, you know, but
Yeah.
it's still based on.
Yeah. Yeah. I never learned any of that.
Yeah, I missed that day
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say,
in guitar school. Yeah.
learned all of that where all of a sudden you turned it into something amazing.
Well, I've been messing with like when I'm bored, I'll try and find a shape, like a straight ahead shape, like an E shape. Like you could do this, and then play the 5 chord.
Scroll up, because I think Chris Justice had the right comment. Scroll up. Scroll up. Where is it? We gotta find Chris. There it is. There's the getting paid range and the getting laid range. First 12 frets of the getting paid range, 13th. That's what I'm like.
That's
I
what
know
it
there's
is.
a
Yeah,
saying,
that's it. Yeah.
but it's the. That's the getting laid, and this is. If you were to recreate the Bogner Shiva with a D20, how would you do it, and what pedals would you use? I have no idea what the Shiva is like. I've never played one.
Gosh, what pedals would you use? Bogner pedals into the.
Yeah. Is there a Bogner Shiva pedal that you could play?
Did you voice the tilde over? I can't see that. Did you voice after a specific kind of amp? No. It was really a bunch of different amps that I tried to just kind of smash together. So think of like an old, like high-powered, like Tweed Twin, and a Marshall JTM 45 with maybe a blues breaker, but also maybe a little like Tweed Deluxe in there. Yeah, it wasn't really. I would say it leans towards kind of the Marshall thing, but there's some American amps in there as well. But even the Tweed amps kind of, in my humble opinion, lead kind of Marshall. You know, when you crank them, they bark, and yeah. But it's not voiced after any particular amp, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's lying. It's actually voiced after 2 pedals, the Boss SD1 and the Boss
Metal
MA1.
Zone? Oh.
No, just the original distortion.
The original. Yeah.
What's wrong with the SD1?
Nothing.
Easy.
Yeah, I love the SD1.
SD1's a
Yeah.
good pedal, man.
It's $50 of awesome.
It's one of my favorites, dude.
Yeah. Boss pedals are the shit, man.
They are
That's
good,
all we
man.
had back in the day, and you go back and you play them through good amps.
They sound
They
great.
sound badass.
Yep.
Blues Driver's still a kick-ass pedal.
Blues Driver's killer.
Yep. I'm not gonna rip on anything except that Boss MA1 micro, whatever it is, amp is a pile of shit. But I'm glad that I got it. Do you have a guilty pleasure / a pedal company that isn't around anymore that you'd like to play with? Oh, that's a great question for you.
Gosh, that's a really good question. Like
Yeah.
a pedal company that isn't around anymore. I mean, well, but they are still around. I mean, some of the older, like the old Dano pedals, Dan Electro pedals, were killer. But Dano's still around, but they don't do them like that anymore.
No, they're not cool anymore. They're not terrible, but they're just not cool like they
Well,
were.
you have that old tremolo up there. There's some cool.
Yep.
I'd have to think about that because there are. There's old like Digitech stuff, Tech 21 stuff. Yeah, I'd have to think about that though.
Full
They're
tone?
Like, full tone, yeah. I was just talking to Lyle Workman, and he's still using his full tone, full drive too, the blue one.
Yep.
He loves it. Yeah, and he sounds amazing. Well, it's Lyle Workman sounds amazing through anything, but yeah, those are great.
I'm trying to think what I would put into that category. Man, the Pro Analog, the Manicore, that's not around anymore. I don't think, is it?
Let me see. Okay, I gotta think of the solo. I haven't played it so long now. I'd have to. God, it's been so long now. Someone asked me
that?
to play the solo from Last Name. Oh, that's what it is. Up. I think that's it. That actually sounds good, man.
That guitar is badass.
Nope. It's been a while.
Man, I'm trying to think what other pedals. That really piqued my interest. So I'm gonna just disappear for a second because I'm gonna look in my office because I got a bunch of stuff. Ross Phaser. The
Oh,
Ross
yeah,
Phaser is
yeah.
a badass pedal that I have from like way back that isn't available anymore.
Now I gotta figure out the whole song. It's been a while. What? Question for Shawn. You play a Sir Classic a lot. I do. Does it have a floating? No, it's definitely floating. I'm one of the few guys that really doesn't like a decked vibrato, even though they do sound amazing because it's pulled back against the body, right? So you get a bunch of cool resonance and sympathetics. But to me, it's like that trem's got to float, at least for me. I mean, it's to each his own. How do you manage to bend a note, G or B string, and then add the third on top? You mean this kind of stuff? Or on my guitars, I'm so used to them, I'll tweak. I'll bend other notes in, if
This.
that makes any sense. Oh yeah, there it is.
This.
Yeah, yeah.
This is one of the old Dano pedals. A bunch of them are cool. This one, in my opinion, is the coolest. If you guys can see, it's probably
It's super out of focus,
This is,
but
yeah. This is Dan Electro, Dan Echo pedal.
what's the way to fix that, Luke? Show me.
What's that?
How do you fix that? Well, you focus it.
Dude, that was Seth Morrison from Skillet that told you to play that solo.
Oh, sorry, Seth. I totally tanked it.
Nice. What's up, Seth?
Thanks for putting me on the spot,
And
Seth.
I just saw something. Scroll back up. I just want to see. Yeah, I was going to comment about something else, and I don't remember what it was now. Scroll up there, Bo. Luke is laughing so hard because I told you to scroll up, and you're just like in a daze.
I was
So
reading another comment here. Sorry, man. Where am I scrolling up to?
just keep going.
Tell me when.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, sorry. Well, that's your
that's
Sir
right.
Classic thing.
What's this?
Oh, somebody. Okay, yeah. Scroll
Oh, no,
back
yeah,
up just a little bit. Okay, stop. So Garrett asked, "Do you guys like the Walrus audio stuff? Really dig my Juliana." You can highlight those comments, Bo, if you click on them, and then you click Show. There you go. Look at that.
I've been doing it. I've been on it.
Yeah, I really.
Walrus is great stuff.
Walrus is great. Is it the ARP87? I think it's called. That's one of their delay pedals.
Yes,
That
yeah.
pedal.
And
yeah.
the Juliana is.
You don't like it?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't like Walrus
It
stuff?
doesn't sound good. No, Walrus stuff is good.
Yeah, like those fundamentals pedals that
Oh, those are great.
that we got a couple of. Those are cool. I don't know where they went. We had a few of them. Okay.
I still like the warble of the delay. That's kind of what it does. No.
Are we allowed to say Klon pedals that aren't made anymore and like
Well, yeah.
Like the clone.
that are underrated and that nobody knows about?
Nah,
the
yeah,
gold,
that doesn't work.
the gold horsey
Everybody's
and the silver
like
no
obsessed
horsey.
with Klon pedals
Yeah.
for crying out loud. Did you say normal for push? Yeah, American style amps dimed can have a bit of like fizz up top. It depends on the amp, not all of them, but especially on the decay. But I'd have to like, yeah, I'd have to hear like your rig to be honest with you. 'Cause you're saying that you're hearing it on the decay, which is kind of.
Oh, Poo Ninja wants us to tell everybody to throw some up. Yeah, Cool Cat Chorus is really great. Yeah, Mike, you're
Yeah, Cool
100%
Cat's
right.
cool.
I'm not a big chorus pedal fan, but Sammy uses that all the time. And the Cool Cat, like, legit, I got him to try the Cool Cat on Gear and Beer. And he, like, afterwards, he's like, "Can I borrow this pedal?" And I'm like, "Sure, why?" And he's like, "Dude, it's amazing." Yeah, so if you scroll back up, though, somebody had a question about Plexi amp, about Friedman BEOD. Sorry, BE100 or Sir SL68, or just get the Marshall 1959. So I don't know the Sir amp,
That,
but I do know the Friedmans.
Yeah.
I do know the Friedmans.
Yeah, the 68, the SL68 that I've heard that sounds insane is the one that Chris Justice has. But
Yeah, I
that's
don't
got a
trust
bunch
that
of
because
Eddie
that's
mods
Chris.
on it.
I was gonna say.
It's got a bunch of Eddie mods that are killer. The BE100 to me, I have a BE100 Deluxe that I absolutely love. It is absolutely not an SL68. It's in my humble opinion, a completely different animal. The 59 would be somewhere between the two of those. That's a tough one. Best Plexi alternative to that. Well, but why would you want an alternative?
Why do you want a Plexi? Is the question I have.
Well, an alternative to a Plexi, though.
No, I'm not shitting on the
So,
Plexi. I've
so
got
you're,
a 72
I get what you're
Plexi
saying.
circuit.
So
I'm asking
instead of a real like Plexi, gotcha.
because a BEO or a BEOD, I keep wanting to call that. I know that's the pedal. The BE100 is way more of like a boosted 800 JMP to me.
Well, the Deluxe
has a
my
Plexi channel.
Deluxe has a Plexi channel.
But
The clean
like,
channel is actually more of a Plexi channel.
and I'm not accusing you of this, Kent, but I found that like I was really guilty of this early on when I didn't know a lot about Marshalls, that I thought JMP style circuits were like Plexis, right? And like stuff that was like more like boosted 800, like really fat Marshall tones was Plexi stuff, and it is not.
No.
So
Yeah.
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious what you're.
Yeah, because when I think Plexi, it's like Metropolis does cool stuff.
Yeah. What's up, Nick?
Yeah, that's a man. It's so subjective, I guess.
Mike, you're 100% right that they're different. Yeah, Kent, I 100% agree, and I don't know the Sir again, so I shouldn't like comment about it. But I would say that like the Friedman, Bo's gone for darts. Look at this. Yeah, I don't know the Sir at all, but I will say, he's not going for darts. Okay, bathroom break.
I am.
You're going for darts? You're starting smoking there, Luke. Luke wants to age about 30 years in the next
best way to
couple
do it.
months. Yeah, I will say that like the Friedman BE 100, especially the Deluxe, is like crazy versatile that way because you get that Plexi channel, but then you also get like that really cool boosted 800 type thing. And I don't think anybody does, apart from like Metropolis is up there for who does the like boosted Marshall thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't do it. Yeah, it's different though. Like he's I would say he's less modern in the way he does it.
Than Friedman is.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. There's like Dr. Dan. Is it Dr. Dan amps? I think Chris Van Tessel is like crazy into Plexis and all that stuff, and I want to say it's the Dr. Dan.
You haven't been
amps
here
that are
since
killer.
I got the 72
Nope.
like Plexi circuit, hey?
Nope.
We'll crank that
that's
up
sick.
tomorrow.
Yeah. That is sick. Yeah, I haven't even checked that out yet. You got so
On-
many amps, man.
There's a lot.
This is crazy.
It's too many. I gotta sell some soon. Make some room. Next one on the G120 that I have. Can you get close to the Marshall sound, Plexi or JCM? I mean, not really. I would say the closest you'll get is like purple channel with the gain all the way down.
Yeah.
Or somewhere in the green channel will be kind of JMP-ish,
Yes.
but a little more modern.
Yeah.
So I'd go like green channel on the blue drive mode with the bright switch on,
Yep.
regardless of what guitar you have.
Yep.
Or purple channel, aggression levels off, gain all the way off, and then slowly add a bit of gain. Maybe the mid, like is it contours? Is it called the contour? What's it called? Cut.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
the
you would
cut.
definitely want the mid cut on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's cutting mids. It's not a mid cut. It's called a cut switch. It actually brings out mids because it cuts the lows.
Yeah.
The Goldfinger Super Lead, I've never played one of those, but I've heard it's killer. But is it truly based on like a 70-something Super Lead? Is that I've heard great things about that amp.
Do I have a hand-wired point-to-point turret board Blues Junior? No, I don't. No, I have one newer. I have one newer Fender. I have that deluxe reverb that we got when you did that the G series pedals into the deluxe reverb.
Yeah, the
Like
reissue one.
4 years ago or whatever it was, and I don't know what year that is. It's newer, but everything else from Fender I have is old. So.
Yeah, that one's a reissue.
What's up, Jeremy
so-
Juarez? Yeah, green channel with the bright and a treble booster is the
Chef's
Chef's
Kiss.
Kiss.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree. Jeremy's got a Mark II 120, and green channel, and it's a little bit different than on the Mark
is,
III, but
yeah.
it's good.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that thought.
Oh, I like that thought.
I like that thought. Yeah. Yeah.
Marshall SV20. Nice. Yeah.
What's everybody drinking tonight? I'll ask that again because there's a lot more of you here. And also, I'll remind everybody that for a chance to win this Tilt Boost pedal that's signed by Shawn here, just head on over to Facebook to the Revv Amplification community, join the community, and there's a post in there that's got Shawn holding the pedal. That I think the question is like, tell us what. I think it was what band.
Album or band
Inspired
you to
made
play.
you.
It started album and then we did say band, so it can be pretty much.
Yeah, just comment.
Leave a
on there.
comment.
What made you
But
want to play guitar?
why'd you want to play guitar? For me, it was Poison. Look what the cat dragged in. CC DeVille. Back in the day, I was born in 1980, so Poison was a big deal.
Yeah. Boston.
Yeah. Shawn was Boston. Boston. Nice. Still bourbon. Tom Raines, are the Revv amps good for silent DI recording? That's all you're hearing right now.
Yep.
There's no noise in the room, which like if you were to mute, can you mute the guitar channels for a second? Yeah. Bush latte. Nice. They're muted? Yeah. So now the only thing they should be able to hear on the stream is, because I still hear me, voices, and you'll hear the string noise from the guitar.
Yeah.
That's all we hear in the room if we don't have in-ears, so. That guitar sounds so full, no matter what
yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
What cab sim are you using in the two notes? Preset 1 on the D25s, which is?
4x12.
4x12?
Warrior 57.
That's right. Preset done by this guy. Captures done by the fabulous Paul Yee at Stereo Bus Recordings here in Winnipeg, home of Paul Yee and often Murray Pulver and the brothers Landreth.
Chris Justice just chimed in on that.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Chris.
Hey Chris, have you've been using your 120 on the mic. Have you tried it direct yet into the television set? Straight to the old TV.
I am almost out of my Waterloo here, Rattler. Bo has crushed 3 beers in the time it took me to finish one.
4. Nice.
Mine are real beers too.
Mine are actual beers.
Bo is sleeping on my couch in my office tonight, or he's working till 2 o'clock in the morning.
He said he tried it today. Cool.
Should we put him on the spot and ask him what's better, that or the serve the reactive load?
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, I won't ask that. So, we all know the answer.
Tried the hemp back capture selection supposedly. I don't think it sounds right. Right on. Yeah, I haven't tried that.
Ooh, vintage Fender Twin Reverb. Nice. What year's your Fender Twin Reverb?
It's a vintage year.
1999.
I need
Nice.
to maybe share some clips generator. Yeah, you should do that, man. I'd love to hear that.
Are there any messes on the wall? Yeah, lots. There's a dual rec, like right there.
And a triple.
There's a triple that
1,
you
2,
can't
3.
see, but there's one here and there's one up there, and then there's.
That guy.
There's a single somewhere, isn't there?
No, I have 2 triple revision Gs. I have 1 revision F recto. I have a Mark 525, and I have the JP2C.
Whatever that means.
Yeah,
John Petrucci.
yeah. Love Mesa Boogie amps. Always have. What's my favorite Rattler this year? Man, so far I just love this Waterloo one. Man, I wish I could have got more of that. There's one that was like guava and lime or something like that. I like juice with my beer. I'm just weird
Shawn,
like that.
you previously did some Synergy videos. I certainly did. I think Synergy is a really great platform, and honestly, all the modules sound great. If you know, if you're into that, the whole modular thing, and being able to do that, the power amps sound really good. It's good stuff. I honestly can't find fault with it.
Dude, you've probably never seen them or heard them, but that Antonin Silva guy from Salvation Audio, who does like the design work for like KHDK and stuff like that, and did like the all the Steel Panther pedals. He was making modules for the old like Ignator and Randall system,
Yeah,
so they
back in the
would
day,
work
yeah.
with. They should technically work with the Synergy. Dude, his stuff so good. That's the first time I ever saw that system before I actually even saw the actual Synergy.
Yeah.
And holy crap! Actually, Billy Corgan had that Antonin guy like design him like a whole bunch of modules and build him like a big rack for
Yep.
when he was touring with before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's good stuff.
So. Yeah.
Uh-oh. What's I
Plead
plead
the
the fifth.
fifth,
Nice.
Good call. I mean, one's not better than the other.
No, they're really, yeah.
Unless one of those 2 companies is willing to pay me to say that one is better than the other. In which case, I'm going to say the other one and say, don't try to buy your way into popularity, douche. Cyber Twin. Man, I remember that amp. I don't know if I ever played it.
I've never played one.
Aren't they super heavy, or is that the one that was lighter because it was solid state but had a bunch of digital stuff in it?
I don't know.
I think that's why it was called Cyber Twin.
Yeah.
Best Synergy gadget? Burns cases.
What?
Yeah, Nick, you're 100% right. We were actually talking about this today, about like the idea of like doing something a little different with the G2 because of the G series pedals. This is still my favorite of the G series pedals. I mean, the G3 is great, but maybe a bit of bass. You know, not a lot, but like some.
Some, a little bit.
Like, anyway, I love this, but it didn't. It's never really taken off the way that we thought it would, because honestly, we had a bunch of retailers that told us that they thought part of the problem was that we painted it green, which, I mean, anybody who knows Revv knows that's because that's what color the channel glows on the 120. But yeah, we had a bunch of people be like, yeah, guys don't try it because they think it's a tube screamer.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, it's not a tube screamer. But
It's kind of hard to go wrong. Yeah, especially.
You know more of that song than I do. So, any plans for a power amp soon? Lots of people running modeless and preamp pedals nowadays, and they would sell really well. Many brands making modern
models,
power
gotcha.
amps,
Yeah.
other than the Synergy and the KSR. No plans. Not that we wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many things that we're like. If you guys could see the volume of projects that we're working on at a time right now, it is dumb.
It's a
the
lot.
amount of designs and products that we're working on, and it's just so hard because we either get suggestions for ideas that almost all of us are like, yeah, that'd be cool, and then we sit back and think about like, okay, like how much of the market is going to be into that? How into it are we so that we're going to get behind it properly? Because if we don't get behind it properly here, if you don't get behind it properly, not that we've ever done anything that you didn't get behind,
No,
but
yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
like-
Like if it doesn't like immediately pique our interest,
Yeah.
yeah. Which I don't have any just like preamp stuff, right? So I know we've had a couple of artists ask us about that. They're using like the Seymour Duncan power stages and stuff like that. So like we have talked about it. But
And the power station's great. El Scott, he's talking about that. That's great too. It's it's been discussed.
there's two new amps that are like coming in, not imminently, but like in the fall probably from us. I mean, you guys saw the D40. We already started talking about. We already started talking about that and showed it a bit at NAMM. So the D40's coming, and then there's a couple others that we haven't talked about that some people got to see because it was kind of hidden at NAMM. And then there's a few others and a few other pedals and some other stuff that we're working on.
Yeah, quite a bit. Revv's gonna make a Strat style guitar. Just you wait.
Man, we talked about getting into guitars
Yeah.
for a little while, and
That's a tough one too.
it's so hard because, like, number one, none of us are luthiers, right? None of us are builders here. So, like, we don't have a good starting block, right? Now, there are a lot of great luthiers that we've worked with that I think, you know, it would be possible to do something with. But we like to do so much of what we do here, right? And the climate here is just so shit for 6 months of the year that building guitars here is a complete waste of time. Like,
Revv
yeah,
pick guards.
exactly. Stan's got a 3D printer, and we're starting to make.
Hey, I'm down with pick guards,
yeah,
man.
Making pick guards. Sure, if you want them decorative that Shawn will sign, just don't ever put it on your Les Paul. So, do you guys have a recommendation for a power supply? I use the Strymon Ojai or Zuma all the time. Nick, I'd like to know if Nick Rice is still here. Nick, what's your preferred power supply?
I just saw Gig Rig just came out with a new one.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
Daniel
It's
makes
like it's only
crazy
about,
good
it's
stuff.
like this thick, and it fits under.
Oh, Zuma. Sorry.
Yeah. The new Gig Rig
What did I
thing
say?
looks amazing.
Ojai and what?
No, I just meant if Nick doesn't say Zuma, he's wrong.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on now. You don't know what you're talking about. You've tried what I own,
But
and that's
there's
it.
man, there's a bunch of great ones out there. But I would say like the Strymon's really good. The only other one that has caught my eye is the new Gig Rig one. Looks amazing. And then there's always the Chalks one is good.
Yeah. Godin out east seems to be okay, don't they? Yeah, but the climate difference between Montreal and Winnipeg is night and day. Like, they get snow, but they don't get, like, minus 50 cold.
Isn't Laravel
And
Canadian?
It's super dry. Yeah, but West Coast, right?
Okay.
Dead center, we get stupid dry, stupid cold in the winter.
Yeah, no one's got climate
Like-
like here.
Like,
Yeah.
right now, like, here's a great example. Shawn will tell you guys, because he just got here. Let me hold that for a second. Just pick up that NJ,
Got it.
that Seafoam Green Strat right now.
This one?
Check this out.
Yikes.
But play it.
Yeah, but play it.
But look at the.
Yeah, no, just play it.
Play the E string open.
Oh God.
Yeah.
There's none. It's just touching.
Well,
That's how much
oh my
next move
gosh. Yeah.
Never mind fret sprout and like
And
all
yeah.
the other problems.
Wow, that's just climate. That's crazy.
Yep.
Wow.
So like think about we build guitars.
Play a trade rhythm.
I mean, that sounds better than mine at home.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's so like that's I mean, apart from the fact that again we're not luthiers, like so we don't have any expertise in that, right? Yeah, so that's the biggest reasons. Can you scroll back up there, Bo? Oh, nice. Laraves that were built in Canada back in the day were so great.
Man, that one I had, well, my brother had it, was amazing.
We try to listen to what consumers want. Nathaniel asked, if you were to lay down some ambient tracks / pads, what gear would you use, and what would you use to create your loops? That's a good question for you, because I would never do that.
Yeah, I mean, I almost never use loops. I mean, I don't have what I would normally use. Let's try this.
I saw somebody's comment about if Revv meant revision 5. It's actually based off of Revelations 5 from the Bible, so not revision 5.
Let me see if I can. I mean, when I think like ambient, I reach for like a really great sounding either harmonic tremolo or tremolo, which I don't have on here. Probably a tape delay, style delay, and then some sort of long ambient reverb. And in this case, I mean, I would add like tremolo to that. That reverb is a little out of control. It needs to be a little brighter, not take up so much room. The delay needs to be darker and more of a tape delay, but that's so to each his own. But I would say, yeah, harmonic trem, tape delay, longer ambient reverb, something like that.
Julian just asked, hey, Shawn, just wondering if you've tried the Eventide H90 and what you think of their
I
stuff.
haven't. I want to get one.
Yeah.
I love the H9.
Yep.
And I'm eventually going to just replace my H9 sight unseen or heard with the 90, for sure. But I'm always really impressed with the with anything Eventide, to be honest with you. It's all good stuff.
I really like the H9, and once I owned it for like 6 years, and then found out there was an app. And that's how you really controlled that thing properly. Then I was like, oh, this is amazing. I can use more than just one.
Well,
preset.
and that's what upset. Well, it doesn't upset me, but what I like about the H90 is it seems like I can do a lot more tweaking really quickly on the fly and not have to get out my editor.
Okay, Nick is like, Nick and the guys at Worship Tutorials are like the king of these tones, right? So like, he says some modulated delay / reverb, any loop pedal with varying lengths and mix. If you can do a lot of lo-fi vibe on the chorus, helps mix modulations together, and less notes with a lot of wet effects.
Yep.
I talked to Eventide at NAMM, and I'm hopefully going to get H90s for Sam and I later, but they were sold out. So I heard Stu's when I was at his place.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's good stuff. I'll eventually get one.
Scroll down a bit. Oh, greetings from Perth, man.
Oh, that's right. Chris has an H90. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, from Perth, nice.
Yeah. What time is it in
Oh,
Australia?
That's Grant. That's why it's Grant. What time is it in Australia, Grant?
It's got to be like, I guess it's kind of late here. It's got to be close to like noon. So then you need to make a Klon style pedal with a lamb on the throne of heaven printed on it. I don't know if I could do that, man. Timothy, are you in Australia as well? Timothy was commenting about needing a True Arc bridge, I think he said on that thing. I don't know. I've gotten away from, like, I don't really mod any of my guitars anymore. Like, I feel bad because there's a lot of great dudes that are building pickups, like Michael at Sonic Pickups over at James Tyler, right? That want to build us pickups and stuff like that, and I just don't know what to do with any of them because I'm so, like, set on like things being stock, and I almost feel like if I'm gonna do that, I just want to wait till I'm having a guitar built and be like, put this in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, because that's a massive like rabbit hole. You know, all the different magnets, different wines.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Dude, okay, Kent has a great comment there, and my buddy Stobes, who normally does our audio on the live stream or video on the live streams, Stobes does that with his D20s. So he says put the H90 between the two notes out on the G120 in your studio monitors for stereo wash, and play dry through the Revv cabinet. So Stobes was kind of hacking things with his D20 where he would run out of the headphone out into the into one side of a Strymon, and then he would run out of the DI out on the back into the other side, and then run the out from there into another into a DI from there and into front of house.
I should do that.
And then he's got stereo and it's post cab,
That
so
would
it's
work,
like
yeah.
studio effects. So
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about phase
I think
issues.
I think that's right. I might have messed that up, but I know that he for sure was going out of the headphone out into his Strymon stuff. You threw so much money at my Strat on aftermarket stuff, but it's the greatest Strat in the world now. Dude, I did that with like my first, or not my first guitar, but like my second guitar. I tried to change it from a shitty Squire 2 into like, I tried to put a Floyd Rose on it, but it was a plywood body. And hey, what's up, Dan? I tried to deal with a bunch of stuff. And my Gunmetal Blue Strat, which mine's not here, but the one that Luke's dad has, I did kind of the same thing there. I got like a pickguard made where I did like an HSS thing where I had a Seymour Duncan Invader in it because I was also using, when I was playing live, I was using a Tom DeLonge Strat at the time. So the Tom DeLonge just has a single Seymour Duncan Invader, and then I was using my Gunmetal Blue American Standard as my backup. So I kept it as an HSS, but only ever used the humbucker live. But yeah. And then I just was like, man, I didn't have another Strat. And I was like, I want this guitar to sound like a Strat again. Like I had like a 59 in the bridge and a duckbucker, I think, in the middle. And I was like, I just want this guitar to sound like a Strat again.
Yeah.
So I went back to all stock. That being said, that guitar's not here because we sent it with TJ. And TJ's redoing the neck on it. And he's going to put in an HSS set of his Prairie guitars pickups, which sound really badass.
Nice.
Like his PAF that he does, I think he's going to do that in the bridge. I'm not sure. I told him, I'm like, go ahead and do whatever you want. Just do a pickguard with HSS and make it cool. So
Yeah.
so it kind of has to be something like that. But I have other Strats now, so it's, you know, if I want just a American Standard sound, I can grab something like that. But yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Man,
Blue Specials. I had a, and my friend Louis Benny still has that guitar. I had a Lake Placid Blue Tyler with Blue Specials in it,
Yeah.
and they sound amazing. Those are really good sounding.
I had the Brad Paisley Fralin set in a Telecaster for a long time, and they were so low output. I did not know, like I could not play that guitar. I was like, I am not Brad Paisley.
Now the
I
Blue
sound like
Special output is
crap.
killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Really nice set.
So I haven't said it in a little bit here, but if you guys want a chance to win the pedal, make sure you go to the Revv Amplification community on Facebook, join the community, and post about whatever album or band, made you want to pick up the old Git fiddle here and start playing. Yeah, you got to join the group though. So sorry if you're not in the group, but you can go join it. Smash that like button. I'm trying to think what else we should talk about next week. Let's talk about next week. So Sean's here for a couple days while we finish up things on the D40, and then you go home for
A couple days.
2 days. Yeah. Or no, I guess you go home for like 4 days.
3 days. 3 days.
Or 4 days.
We'll figure it out. Something like that.
Can I win a tilt medal if you guys slip us 170 on the table? Tell you what, anybody, hey, what's up, Bruce? Hey, dude, this guitar sounds great. And big shout out to Bruce Jacobs
Bruce.
there for this push-pull.
Yeah, nicely done, Bruce.
Sounds great, dude. I will say, anybody who orders a tilt boost pedal online through our store today, Shawn would probably sign it while he's here, if you guys want them signed. So.
Yeah. Shawn, I've seen you play Sir guitars. How do their T-style guitars compare to Fenders? They're different. The Tele I have, I absolutely. It's kind of like when I did the Sir versus the Ultra thing. They're just, it's like they're both great. They're different. Yeah, I can't say,
I'm just gonna come out and say it. The production line Fenders are not as good as like any boutique bolt-on kind of custom guitar. Like unless you get them set up like by really good techs, and I've often end up having neck sanded and other things. I feel like
things you have to get fixed.
Yeah, I feel like those other guitar companies exist. I'm not trying to shit on Fender because I own a bunch of them and I think Fender's a good company.
Yeah.
But I do think that the production models are, just not as, not as great. Sir necks are incredible. Yeah, I prefer this Schecter neck over Shawn Sir's though. I'm gonna throw down and say that.
Yeah, the shape is actually pretty close because when I play that guitar, I don't feel like, oh, I can't play this. It's totally so different,
It's because this guitar's amazing. Okay, can you scroll up just a second there? There's a couple other comments.
Speaking of pickups, though, I'm still a big Jason Lawler fan. I still think he's making amazing pickups.
Yeah.
What was it like playing with Scott and Dean? It was amazing. Yeah, like words can't describe. It was one of the most magical moments. I mean, I went to high school with Scott, and then Rob worked at a shop that my brother and I owned. And Rob's just salty the earth, best dude ever, and Dean's just a sweetheart, an incredible guitar player. So the fact that they had me along on that was just, life-changing. It was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had.
Let's not kid, though. The fact that they had you along on that is because you're one of the best guitar players in the world. So,
No.
I mean, they're great, but yeah.
No, it was really fun. It was awesome.
What else we got? Scroll down a bit. Somebody asked about the lowdown on the... Oh, hold on a second. So, Keith, you mentioned Ian Thornley, Big Rec, and he uses Sir Aldrich Humbucker's thoughts. What are they like, and how do they compare to the Thornbuckers?
I have not tried them. I mean, Ian makes them sound absolutely amazing. I've got guitars with Thornbuckers in them, and what I like about Thornbuckers is how they fit in the track. They're killer. It's like I'm not as into them when I sit and play those against like a more like stock PAF style pickup, even though they're very close. Thornbuckers are killer. I like them better in a track. I haven't played the Aldrich, but I mean, good God, Ian, like,
oh, he's so good.
They're just like,
If only he was just as good of a singer as he is a guitar player, they'd have a band.
If he could only play slide and sing
and write amazing
songs
music
and produce and mix and master,
all around be a badass dude. Scroll up just a hair. Is there a channel on the 120 that does the Mesa Mark II C Plus thing well?
Channel 3 probably.
Be the closest.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, you got to mess with that. Try some Godins. I've played a bunch of Godins or Godans. I don't know how to say it. Godin.
Godin.
Yeah, they're cool. I don't have one. No particular reason that I don't have one. Dan Blom asked if I bought the Black Les Paul back here. I did not. I left it in Nashville because I need guitars when I go to Nashville. So I figured that's a good Les Paul. Yeah. So why not just leave it there?
Nice work on that, Dan. It's a nice guitar. Came out nice.
Does Shawn have a custom guitar? If not, what would it be?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. The one, yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Good question.
What are those Filtertrons that you have in the Eastman?
Okay, that guitar has, I think they're called cyclotrons or Seymour Duncans. And they sound good. They're awfully hot. So I've got them down, like, backed off of the strings as far as I can get them. And they do sound good. God, I have to think about that custom guitar thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got something coming that would be pretty close. But it's not a signature guitar. It's just another.
It's just one for you, though.
Yeah. Yep. So stay tuned. It's not a signature, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, the Filtertrons, those are as far as I know, those are cyclotrons, and that's a very cool guitar. That Eastman's a really very cool guitar.
Eric Hernandez, have you seen the crazy cool finishes Tom Anderson does? Which ones?
I was gonna say they're all so awesome. Like,
I'm getting
so good.
Tom's building me a Raven right now. That's like the big silver sparkle finish that I'm stoked to see once it's once it's done.
Tom does, yeah.
I've never had one of his guitars. I've played a couple of them, and Kyle's like a huge fan and has a couple of them. So, yeah, Daisy Rock plus Shawn Tubbs. Nice.
Done.
Nice. PRS should do a Shawn Tubbs guitar with the binding on the neck and no bird inlays. No inlay period.
They didn't, yeah.
No fret markers?
Yeah. Yep. I love that guitar. My McCarty is insanely good. That thing's been through the ringer. Such a good guitar. Oh, thanks, Greg. That's really sweet of you, man.
Oh, Shawn is absolutely one of the best players out there. I've said, like, from
I'm just one of the players out there.
Yeah, one of few. It's like being in the, like, 1%ers club. I'm in the, like, 82%ers club.
That's what I always say to Tyler Tomlinson. Tyler's such a great player. I always tease him, like, hey, man, what's it like to walk into a room full of guitar players and just know that you're the best one there? Every time you walk in.
Yeah, that dude is insane.
Tyler's crazy.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Tyler Tomlinson.
Him and, like, Owen Barry and, Bukovac. Nobody plays like Tom. There's so many crazy players out there.
Yeah. What is the model of your white HSS, sir, and what pickups?
That one's an older classic antique, and the pickups are ML standard singles and an SSV in the bridge.
Let me see.
Yeah, that guitar is starting to yellow so much, it's crazy. I've had that thing for a while now.
Oh, he's talking about the Friedman knobs. That's what the Davies knobs are.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. No, those are cool. Yeah, that looks great.
Oh, yeah, those. Yeah. That's what he put on. Those look cool. Nice.
Yeah, nice. Because you guys want to watch me text, right? So that's what you're here for. Raised Rich, have a good night, dude.
Yeah, have a great night, man.
All right, you guys have any other questions? We're getting a little long, and Shawn's been up since way early to catch his flight today.
3:45.
3:45? Oh, gross. What douchebag made you fly so early? So, nice, Nathaniel. Thank you. Oh, hey, Justin Bryan's showing up right at the end. Thanks, Justin. It's great to see you, dude. We were just talking about what was better, the two notes or the reactive load. You'll have to go back and watch through all 150 minutes of this to find the answer. looks like nap time. All right, we got 5 more minutes, and
Party at Derek's.
so throw out all your questions for Shawn right now, and I'll shut up. Well, Gearfest at Sweetwater, you betcha. Next week, Shawn and I are going. Dorian's coming. Hoogie's gonna come over and hang. Hoogie's a good time. If you guys don't know Hoogie, you guys need to. So yeah. What picks are you using? Oh, that's a great question for tonight. I am actually using a, I don't know, like a jazz style pick. I don't know if you can see this, but it's from Pico de Gallo. It's from one of my buddy's bands. But the best part is, it's got a rooster on it, so it's a cockpick. And it's the one I grabbed off my desk because a buddy of mine, Josiah, no, I can never say his name right. Anyway, buddies of mine in LA that some of the first, Jehoshaphat, yeah, they bought some of the first generator amps. We went to the LA Amp show, and it was either the first or second year that we went to the amp show that him and his brother each bought. One bought a $100. Actually, sorry, no, they went together, pooled their money, bought a $100, and then a few months later, one of them bought out the other, and then Jehoshaphat bought a generator 740.
Oh wow. Okay.
And yeah, they've been great supporters. They actually work. They're both luthiers, and yeah, they work at ESP's custom shop, and they do. One of them does finishing for sure at ESP's custom shop. So it's a crazy cool finishing work.
Do I use economy picking? I do quite a
What's
bit
economy?
actually. It's like. So it's you're sweeping into the next string. So.
Oh yeah. Nice. I could never do that.
But going the other way.
Oh, that old thing, yeah.
Oh, dude, your mic fell off. I was like, what's making all the noise? I'm like, where did your mic go? Is it behind you?
Has it been that? Can people still hear me?
Is it up your ass?
My head's on my ass. That's for sure. I don't know where it went.
Oh, dude, it went. It's in your shirt.
Oh, it's in my shirt. Oh,
It's
you
like-
guys can still hear me.
It's like
We,
something.
we can still hear you, but yeah, I was picking up some like
Yeah, it's static.
some scruffling noise. Yeah.
I was like, what did I do?
But going down the other way, I do alternate picking. Yeah, I cheat. But I do, I totally do economy picking because of Frank Cavalli. That's why I lifted that.
Nice.
Favorite pedals to stack with the tilt. Pretty much anything.
Lightspeed.
Lightspeed's great with it. Lightspeed's better into the tilt. Anything after the tilt, I've done Plexi style pedals. I've done Rat style pedals. I've pretty much anything after the tilt won't argue with it. And I'm not just saying that. It's like I've tried a bunch of pedals after that thing, and it definitely works well. But I will say that the Lightspeed, and that's Chris Condon is the one that turned me on to that. The Lightspeed sounds great.
Nashville guitar player.
He's a fabulous and really nice guy. He turned me on to using the Greer Lightspeed into the tilt, and it does sound really cool.
Okay, let's do this. Angel Vox, Shawn, what makes your tilt pedal unique? What does it do best?
Well, to me, it's not. That's the thing. You can't pinpoint that pedal as like, oh, it's just another one of those. It's just
Right.
another, Boy, I can hear that. It's going to drive me nuts. It's like I think it's on my nipple now.
It's definitely getting worse. Yeah.
It's slowly making its way down Shawn's shirt.
That's what makes it unique. Is it's really not voiced after anything. It's super dialable. I can turn that pedal into pretty much anything I want. That was a really big part of like the design philosophy, and of course Dan Trudeau refuses to copy a circuit. He will not do it. So just that alone kind of brings out uniqueness,
Yeah,
But yeah, thanks for the question. I hope that makes sense.
I just like the fact that it's like a different. It's a different sounding drive than anything else that's out there. Like, yeah, and then the boost side of it is just like, just on its own. Like, so here's the amp. So. Right? And then here it is. This is just the boost side into the D25 now. And the amp just comes alive. And like it's not just marketing, and I know it might seem like that to some people with the tilt boost pedal, where we've been calling it the always on pedal from the start, because when we were in development on the tilt boost, or sorry, not the tilt boost, the tilt overdrive, like back, like not this past December, the December before, I remember telling you, like, yeah, like I never shut the blue side off now. Like you were still working on the red side with Dan, and I was like, yeah, I'm like this side, I'm like, it doesn't matter what amp I'm playing, I'm like, I will always turn that on and leave the boost side on. So yeah, it just like the amp sounds good. Now it sounds better. And then the drive switch, like.
So with the tilt boost, adding the drive switch just gives you some saturation.
Here's with the drive off. So, amp, tilt boost. Just so good. All right, so the last question, because we're almost out of time. And by out of time, I mean we want to go. So, here's the deal. Somebody asked Desert Island rig. What's up, Elmo? Yeah.
Those are always tough, you know, because it's like, well, I could.
Okay, let's go like lightning round. Pick your guitar.
HHS, like, yeah.
This.
Either the Sir or the Tyler.
This.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So, let's go amp and 3 pedals.
Amp, 3 pedals. Well, if I go old school, it'd be probably.
Let's exclude revs.
Yeah, let's go D13 FTR 37.
Okay.
For sure. My tilt overdrive. Probably a Greer and a Rat pedal.
Okay, you can go 2 more pedals and you can add a modulation.
Well, yeah, and then Strymon Flint and an L cap. That'd be good.
Yep. Okay, I'd go slash AFD 100, and I would go Carbon Copy Deluxe, tilt, like the overdrive, Brown Protein, nope.
Yes.
Snowball Tone Daily Driver, I think.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So, yeah, and then I don't care, H9 or Big Sky, whatever.
Yeah.
And 2 wah pedals. Yeah,
And
2
2
wah
wah
pedals. Per Cavett wah pedals.
One
Two-
before and one after. It doesn't even matter what is before or after.
I like the Flint a lot too.
Yeah, the Flint's awesome.
Yeah, Chris, we've been doing that. Actually, Sam does a lot of stacking both tilt, like the tilt boost and the tilt side. So like here's the tilt, and then here's the tilt boost into the tilt. He's a little bit less low end there though.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Yep.
So I think that's about it. We almost hit 2 hours here. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us. I'll say it one last time. Go to the Revv Amplification community if you want a chance to win this autographed tilt boost from our lovely, friend,
Vanna
Mr.
White.
Sean Tubbs. Your lovely what?
Vanna White.
Qui-Gon Sean. Yeah, so go to Revv Amplification Community and find the post that's got a picture of Shawn with it, and there's instructions there. Comment about either whatever album or whatever band made you want to play the guitar. Next week, we're going to be at Sweetwater Gear Fest. And I'm pretty sure we're going to do Gear and Beer from Gear Fest.
That's going to be a good one.
And I'm 99.9% sure we're going to have several special guests and probably a big surprise.
Yep.
So you tune in next week for Gear Fest. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Rush, Fly By Night. Oh no, Michael. Oh no. No. Wasn't somebody playing Rush at Cosmo Fest just to annoy me?
Oh, it was the kid that was playing so well.
Yeah.
He
He
was
said that.
playing
I'm like,
Rush
are you
stuff,
doing this
yeah.
on purpose, man? Yeah.
He was so good. What was that guy's name? Oh, dang it.
I don't remember. I met so many people there that it's really hard to.
But that kid could flat play.
Yeah. I'll tell you this right now. The big surprise is not the D40. Something else.
Yep.
You're gonna want to tune in. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. Man, what else? That's on Wednesday next week. Same. I think it'll be the same time. I think we're gonna go 7:30 Central. Might end up being a hair later. Might end up being 8 Central, just in case. But
Right.
probably 7:30. So right around the same time as tonight started. So. What day is that? I don't know. Is it the 21st? Where's my phone?
Is it
Wednesday, yeah, it'll be the 21st. So yeah. You're gonna.
Yeah. Should be a good one.
Yeah, there's gonna be some people there that we've never had on anything, really. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh. I got nothing else.
Yep.
So, Bo's giving me let's wrap this up there, buddy. So, all right.
Plus, my microphone's stuck somewhere.
Yeah, Sean's
Yeah.
microphone has migrated to his belly button. So,
It's around here somewhere.
all right. Thank you guys so much. And girls, if there are any girls besides my wife
Gauge
watching
strings 10 to 46.
this, this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my wife knows better not to watch.
Yeah. So, yeah, not going to be the Poo Ninjas amp. I'm 10 to 52. Is that Luke? Are you 10 to 52? Yeah. There you go. I'm sometimes 10 to 46. I'd have to ask Bruce, but I think most of my stuff is 10 to 52 or 11 to
I've got some guitars
49
11
on Les Paul.
Yeah, I'm 11 through 49 on most of my
I've
guitars.
got 11 to 52s on a couple of my guitars.
We saw Joey Landreth today for a brief moment at the airport. And that dude plays like piano strings on his guitar. It's like
him and Josh
isn't,
Smith. and
isn't it like 16 to 70 something? I mean, it's an open C, but still.
It's insane.
Yeah. And that dude can still, like, flat out, like, Eddie Van Halen style shred on those guitars that have, like, 1 centimeter off the fretboard action for playing slide. It's disgusting.
Yeah, Joey's the best. He's crazy.
Same thing as Ian Thornley. Like, if the guy could only sing like an angel too, like,
I know,
and write
Joey
amazing
Landreth could
songs,
actually sing and
win
write amazing
Grammys.
songs and
Yeah.
plus play guitar, boy, he'd sure make it.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah. All right. Thanks, everyone, and
Thank
we
you,
will
guys.
see you hopefully next week. Bye. Well, I was supposed to turn on all my pedals, wasn't I?
Oh, yeah.
But not the gate.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, yo.